Alright, so we have to redo the cutscene then. Cutscene time.
What happened?
My computer froze. That's what happened. At least it didn't push us to the end of the cutscene and we missed whatever was at the end of it.
Surmurwer, tell them what you told me. A short while ago, he claimed.
Alright, hang on, can I... I'm gonna do this real quick. I gotta use the bathroom. Since we already saw this.
Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant. Oh.
And here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror.
Doo-doo.
You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, an awakening flame to rekindle the slime soul.
Oh, she forgot Cursive Rod at work. That's really funny.
Those capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and reason. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
Let's find out what happened at the end of this cutscene that didn't finish because of my PC being bad. I will say, Chad, I do think it actually is the motherboard. I think the motherboard is the issue. I just don't have the money to get
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you...
Alright, I think we were right about here before the PC crashed. I think it was like right here.
Proud, of course.
Because he was like D:.
For your own gain,
He had the
have you any
the king from Road to El Dorado face.
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
kind of want I kind of want these characters as a shocked face, as a decolon emote. It's really funny.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
No, we were a little further.
So, what's the plan?
Well, we kill the dragon. Dragon bird
If we leave
thing.
the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valiarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
I didn't put the headband I had for
Dear
defending in
comrades now,
the
eh?
glamour dresser, did I?
I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
See, when we fight Varlagarmanda, instead of freezing it in ice again, we're gonna kill it. Because then it's not a problem ever again. I like permanent solutions. We're gonna get a permanent solution. A permanent solution, this thing is death. This thing should have died many, many years ago. For whatever reason, it's still alive. We're going to consign it to the cycle. It's where it belongs. Why do I keep getting welcome to the chat room alerts? What is going on?
If you resolve to slay Valikarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Aaronville, our tracker.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Alright. Now that we're not trapped in computer freezing hell, if we went reckless enough to free the Skyrim and become Dawn Servant, what would become of Tuliolol? It would become a hellscape elf, you know? We know this. Fiend Bakul Jaja, he's rotten through and through. There's nothing blessed about him. Two casters releasing spells of fire at the exact same moment. Feat impossible for any but a two-headed Mamulja. When I said I would take on the duties of a guide, that did not include the tracking of ancient and terrible Tural Vidral. Still, we can't leave Varla Garmanda free to ravage the land. So, Erenville, any ideas on how we can track Varla Garmanda? The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Sky Ruin's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Tural Vidral of extraordinary nature, Varla Garmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance. Which means this device should come in handy. A floating hand. Now's not the time to be playing with toys. This is no toy. It's an Aether Seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the aether of living beings. And you've had it in your pack this whole time. You can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Varla Garmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to waken Varla Garmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jaja cast spells which quickened its fire aspect at Aether. The residents here were uniformly affected by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Varla Garmanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain: fire. The secret, however, is not without its faults. As we are not able to input our core's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire aspect at Aether. So we have the reliable, yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We'll have to first fall back on the second. The first to fall back on if the second fails. Travel with me then, Andy, in case the secret lends me to some other fiery fiend. I'm good at beating up fiends, after all. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Skyruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village to tend to the Yakui. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Varla Garmanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, sounds like we all have work to do. Should be on our way as well. Okay. Let's go track down a bird dragon. It's almost like a Quetzalcoatl. Please specify desired ethereal aspect. Maple teriyaki we get next. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the seeker to detect fire aspect at Aether. Okay. This is going to be trial 1 we're going to end up with here soon. Sensors set to detect ethereal aspect. Fire. Right, Seeker's ready to go. Horler's echo is still suffused with the Sky Ruin's residual aether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, Aaronville will accompany you. The Aether Seeker will then begin leading you onwards. Follow the Aether Seeker to its destination without falling behind. If you leave Aaronville for any reason, or lose sight of the Aether Seeker, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Okay. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected aether. I love it's just like it's just the cursor. it's literally just the cursor. Why am I so much faster than this thing? Beep. Source of fire aspected aether located. Tracking disengaged. That's a fire sprite. What good job. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. It's kind of like using the tracking system for fishing when I'm trying to find a fucking fishing node. Would you mind dealing with the fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. Okay. Do I have to actually fight it, or... Oh, I have to actually go fight it. It's like, or is it just gonna cutscene end it? It's just a fire sprite. There we go. Necessary measure, I'm afraid. It's just a fire sprite. Let's try this again. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected aether. Off it goes. Well, that's definitely fire aspected. Source of fire aspected, aether located, tracking disengaged. That's a Dragon Quest monster. It's a lava man. I think it's called a Phobad. Is the other name for him? Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you would be so kind. The Molten Phobad. Dedge. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking, and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming tracking. I see another Molten Phobad up the road. Well, I see a lot of them up the road, actually. Source of fire aspect at Aether located. Tracking disengaged. Huh. Well, we can't really fight that. Another remnant of Varlagarmanga's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal aether. The words of the Tuliolal saga, when Varlagarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever. Its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Ruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see a fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. You can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Varlagarmanda's. If I realized this was possible from the start, then you'd need to fight all those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. We're doing monster hunter stuff. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Varlagarmanda's aether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative, resuming tracking. Sample ethereal signature detected, engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Oh, we don't have to follow him around this time. Sending us way over there. Go, my Gubu friend, we ride. Oh, hey, look at that. Stumbled upon an ether current. Ow. Good. The Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Ruin's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Tural Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. It's gone that way. Do 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 do. Bow do 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 do. Do do do. Bow do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think we'd notice if Varlagarmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. I like that it changes the zone music while we have the situation going on. Does his dialogue change? I heard an unbelievably loud roar moments ago. Such a sound could only come from... Oh no. Hang on just a second.
The
Huh.
trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Make a quick phone call. Huh? I'll make the call.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhui with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
That way.
Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Huh? Who's that? Oh, these guys.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
This fucking guy.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warkor Lardor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome.
Look at Zoraljaw starting to have some character development.
I would take the measure of this Tural Vitral my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Oh, hold on a
Brother,
second.
no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone. We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace and soon to be Dawn servant.
Oh.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive. My old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heirs.
Coward.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Alright, yeah. Zorljaw's got a lot of work to do still. You know, in the same breath, I can be both very proud of you
Come on,
and
you
rather
two.
disappointed.
Forget about the right of succession for now and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
I love this cushion because it makes it less shitty to sit on this chair. But it slides so much, and I don't know how to get it to not move off the chair.
I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
War Corps Lardor. A new regular duty has been added to the duty finder. During this quest and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of NPC companions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. I want to take a look. What special roles do we have here? Where is duty support? Here we are. Wuklamat the Intrepid instead of a warrior. Zoral Draw gets Fighter, gets Viper. And Kona, instead of being a machinist, gets Innovator. So do we have, for the trust system, do we have Wuklamot in there now? Nope. It didn't add Wuklamot to our team. We do still need to level everybody up though, because we're a little behind on these. I'm gonna need to get those leveled up again. New Kona wouldn't be one to rush off and leave others to deal with a creature like Varlagarmonda. It's been some time since I last joined thee in battle. Indeed, so full have been our days upon these shores, it doth seem like a lifetime hath passed. It's been a while since Urianger's been involved in combat aspects of the story. What is on your mind, brother? Even Papa may not have been able to slay Varlagarmonda, but with the Dawn's promise and our allies all fighting together, I believe we can do just that. When yours have journeyed to the edge of existence and back, I'm sure defeating this overgrown snake bird is well within your capabilities, yet I bid you to be cautious all the same. After all, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I've never faced anything this powerful before, but I swear I won't hold you back. Yeah, this is Kryle's first foray into fighting, you know, things on power level equivalent to deities. Varlagarmonda will demand our undivided attention. Zoral Jah has nothing sinister planned. The future Dawn servant should ignore my counsel to indulge a whim is vexing. We needn't speak. Okay. Say less. Alright, let's do a normal party of this one. In the lands of Tural, there is a class of beasts which transcends the limits of the natural order. Tural Vidral. The mightiest of these, the feared and fearsome Varlagarmonda, caused centuries of suffering until it was last sealed away in the mountain fastness of Urkopacha by a young Gulu Jaja. 80 years later, however, a foolish claimant in the right of succession has seen fit to release the Sky Ruin from its icy prison. If you would spare Tural's people a new age of terror, you must stand with Wuklamot against this flying calamity and its endless elemental fury. Alright. Big boss time. Our first big boss of the expansion. Hey, boss. Drink your calories. Full party. Oh, this zone's really cool. I kind of wish this was an explorable area, because this is really fucking neat looking. Tural Vidral, Varlagarmonda. I expect this to have some pretty fucking cool music to it. Kind of watching to make sure the tank gets a oh fuck, gets another debuff on him, so I know to taunt. This is just telling us about the mechanics right here. Bullshit. What is that? Oh, that's when I wanted to hit. I would have wanted to hit Heart of Light there. Okay, it's not ice physics. I was like, oh, is it ice physics? Okay, this is a pretty cool fight. Okay, this is don't stop moving. I recognize this mechanic. If you don't, if you stop moving, you die. Well, you don't die, but you're gonna freeze to death. Okay, this is a pretty sick fight. This is kind of neat. So far, it's very novel. I expect this to pick up as the fight goes on. Oh, yep. What is trauma? That's not a vulnerability thing this time. Suffering injuries from... Oh, if you get hit by multiple... Wait, do we... Oh no, we don't stand on that. I was like, do we have to tank that? What is that gonna be? You got Vuln, so I'll take threat for now. Oh, what? Why do we have this? Oh, okay, I see. It gets us up over top of his thunder, because we can't be grounded because we're not on the ground. Ah, you motherfucker. Me no understand. Disaster zone? Oh, that just cleans the... Oh, that's not good. Oh. I feel like I got baited there. You need to move. You didn't move. That's gonna hurt. Oh! This is an unexpected setup. I got real close and personal on that one, didn't I? It has a set of 3 rank limit break. I'm expecting a tank limit break. Gonna be the avalanches again. Okay. Where's the avalanche coming from this time? Oh, I got the fuck. Shit, get me out, get me out. Son of a bitch. I do like the trauma mechanic more than the more than doing just straight bone stacks though, for sure. Shit. I tried. I tried there. I could not keep myself up. Huh, I'm really surprised. I expected like a really like significant phase 2 in this fight. Oh, I didn't even see the circles. I don't really know how to avoid the things on that. Like, I'm not getting whether or not you... stay down or stay up for that. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Man, I gotta work twice as hard to not take 1,000,000 goddamn damage, because I couldn't tell where the circles were. There's a lot to keep track of with that. You need to watch that you're not getting flung off the back, so you got to be close enough to the front, but then you also need to stack in the middle of that mechanic, because, you know, tanks need to stand there. But then there's also the rock falls in the back that you're going to get hit by. It's kind of a lot all at once. I got ice bolted, really? Oh, I think I did wrong defensive. I don't think the parry actually... Yeah, no, I almost hit the wrong tank defensive there. I went, yeah, camouflage. Wait, no, camouflage doesn't work on that one. You need the raw damage down, not the parry up. Nope. Mistakes were made. Well, GG, we did it. The first big boss is down. That's a cool fight. I really like that one. Although, let's hope this doesn't end up like Endwalker, where the only one I really liked was the first trial fight for that, and I really didn't like the other two. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't end up like Endwalker. I only really like the first trial, and the other two trials can kick rocks.
We did it. We slew Valiarmanda.
Yeah, we did.
A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father.
Why?
The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
That's fair.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You fought well, though. Let's give like credit where it's due.
I did, didn't I? Even if it wasn't at full strength, we defeated a living legend. I swear, I'll surpass the old man one day.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
I feel like Zarulja has a lot of self-worth problems. He's got that I'm the oldest child, I have to prove I'm worth it situation. Relatable, honestly. Relatable.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Yeah, Erenville had the actual hard fight right now. He had to deal with that asshole. fortunate we vanquished that winged calamity ere it could inflict greater suffering upon these lands. Kona did well. Our promise has promised too, don't you think? Witnessing Zoralja in battle, I understand why he is widely considered to be Tuliyolal's greatest warrior. Didn't I tell you? I pull my own weight in battle now. I'm still giddy from our victory. Matter of outdoing our father aside, this was the best outcome we could have hoped for. Never again will our people need fear the looming shadow of the Sky Ruin. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Zoralja came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Sarilja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Zoralja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Urkopacha at risk. It would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. We sure do. Yakui must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha knows as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. Da, 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 da. We're just gonna use a quick little teleport. Nice and easy. Zoom our way back there. Oh, looks like I'm not the only one having PC issues tonight. Just happened to check Discord. Looks like Doomkeeper also had a blue screen today. Expected I would be asked to track many things during the course of our journey, but Valigarmanda was not among them. Did he tell you in the super secret channel? No, he told me actually in the Final Fantasy XIV Discord I'm in with him, Fatinsky, Eclipse, and a bunch of other people that play Final Fantasy XIV. Because I'm pretty sure him and Fatinsky I think are doing roulettes. Welcome back. Not for a moment did I doubt you returned safe and sound. Scaling a massive mountain, fighting an elector, battling against a legendary monstrosity. Yes, you could say I'm a little tired. I thought the villagers would be in hiding. Alphinaud's confidence in us must have reassured them. Amidst the chaos of the Sky Ruins awakening, I'd forgotten we still have the Feat of Ice to complete. While we were contending with that screeching menace, I expect Bakul Jaja was off to the next feat. I see Master Alphinaud hath made good use of the time to further tend the wounded. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gerfurler. Yeah.
To the temple, then?
Yeah.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour. Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song. We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
Well, in slaying the beast, you've eliminated the need for us to have to worry about guarding it.
What more would we test, Sumurwa? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is.
How'd you walk so slow?
Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Yep.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Varigarmanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
People happy.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Today is a day for unusual visitors. You Oklamat, was it not?
It's crazy how different they look. Because if with the luminary guy is this is what they normally are supposed to look like. Like they're really diminished.
Your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. opulent goddess. A statue so tall, even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shak Tural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, nor dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
He's needlessly grumpus on the rumpus. Heavenly land suffused with a golden glow. So Yaktel is where the Yakhui had their golden dreams. We may soon have the chance to investigate that tale firsthand. With only 2 keystones remaining, we've at last begun to gain a fuller picture of the legend of the Golden City. What a turn of events! We were only meant to strengthen the ice, but Bakul Jaja's idiocy forced us to do them one better. Long has it been since any from Trewarger Saturn have deigned to enter Warlor's Echo. Day for unusual visitors indeed. Watching Vorporler get caught up in Wuklamat's unstoppable wake reminds me of my younger days. The coming years, I believe Karaza the Gracious may come into a place dedicated to the teaching our young of the heroes who laid the sky ruin low. With its foul presence gone, may Tuliolal enjoy years of peace and prosperity. I don't think Vorporler and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolal. But that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. Oh, we've got a lot of side quests. That was cool. That was a really cool boss fight and a fun whole chunk of lore. The story gets ever more interesting for this region of the game.